Hi, hello, I'm Chrissy. Welcome back. We have the next 3 prompts for days 11, 12, and 13. Our prompts in order are teeth, spellbook, and lantern. Before I get into anything, yes, I acknowledge it is now 2025 when this is going up. Yes, I am still finishing out Drawtober 2024 McKween challenge. I understand that I'm dumb and I'm stupid. Just taking my time in editing and finishing up, okay? So you might see it run on for a while, but I'm starting other projects in the mix as well. I am just finishing things as I please at this point. I guess that's the joys of being an artist. You get to draw whatever you want and whenever you want. So no complaining, okay? I just want to complete something for once, even if it isn't Halloween anymore. And I want to be able to say I finished this and I've had these drawings sitting in the background forever and I'm gonna use the footage and I don't care if it's 2025. Anyway, thank you. All right, moving on. If you don't know already, I have started doing my own Drawtober prompts called McKween, because you know, McKween, like Halloween for January. It's Halloween for January. I know. Who cares if it's not Halloween anymore? There's always a reason to draw spooky things and explore new prompts. Here is the prompts list if you would like to tag along. I do a drawing based on a prompt I have chosen. If you want to see each individual drawing in a speed draw format without me talking, you can find those on my Xtra's channel. And if you would like to see the raw footage of my art with background music, you can find that on my Uncut channel. Also, I am really trying to get monetized at some point. I can feel in my bones that 2025 is the year of monetization. I can feel it. It is palpable. So sticking around for the whole length of the video helps my watch time, so stick around if you'd like to support me in that way. I mentioned in the McKween videos that I did an eternity ago, that it feels like, that we are just sticking to digital art, so no traditional art in this video, just digital. Keeping on theme, we will continue to do characters-based art based on my characters. Like normal. Like always, these characters belong to me, and all 3 today have been designed by me, and 1 is a redesign. Now, with all that out of the way, I think we can jump into the first prompt speed draw. Just kidding, actually. We're skipping day 14. Just a fair warning. Prompt 14 does not exist anymore. I don't want to do it. Jumping on to the first prompt. Our first prompt number 11, is teeth, featuring, I think, our first fusion in this prompt challenge, Amina. This girl is a fusion between my 2 characters, Tina and Amai, and if you are curious to find out more about those ladies, their toy house is linked into the description. Not their toy house, but my toy house is down there, and if you just click on comic characters, you'll find it. Their names actually fuse so well together. I think Amina sounds so pretty and fits well. Before I get into the drawing, though, I will give a small ramble warning. I will be talking about the character's details, not just the art piece itself. I like to give some details and ideas about it all in whatever I was thinking about while drawing the art. Talking about this drawing, I chose Amina for the prompt teeth because she is my only character that has 2 sets of teeth on her face. Though I do have my spider character Sabrina, who has 2 jaws, but you can only ever really see 1 mouth at a time, Amina's mouths are both easily seen on her face. Since the prompt is teeth, I felt she would be a great fit, and not only that, this will be my first full drawing of her. So this is some good practice work for her and myself. The reason this drawing seems a bit awkward and stiff is for that reason. I haven't drawn her and gotten to experience her all that much. The way I imagined this drawing was with dramatic foreshortening. I wanted her face close to the camera and her body smaller in the distance. I did not really accomplish that very well, and maybe I could have with a better character I'm more used to drawing. Honestly though, I don't think so. Different perspectives is something I struggle with, so the only way to get better at it is to brute force my way through. Just keep drawing it and trying. One day something will stick. I just gotta keep trying. So the perspective angle I wanted didn't really come across in this. Oh well, worth trying, I guess. Amina herself doesn't exactly come across perfect either, but honestly, I am still trying to pinpoint exactly how she looks right now. So it's alright. Her colors were changed many times, her outfit is a little too odd for me, her overall flow is just not hitting right. I think because she is a fusion character, she can get away with being a little more obscure for now. While I was sketching her, I had to do like 4 sketches just to get something I thought looked someone like my end goal. Because I did so many sketches over and over, I lost that perspective I wanted because I didn't want to sacrifice the accuracy and details I wanted for the character. I just couldn't get both to work at 100%. I even forgot her second set of arms at one point while sketching. There are a lot of elements to her. She has Amai's 3 horns, eyes, freckled skin, mouths, and ribbons, and Tina's hair, llama ears, skin pattern, eyes, tail, jewelry, and her handkerchief. I am still working on color balance and outfit design with her, but her overall idea I'm happy with. My idea for their fusion between Tina and Amai, I wanted her to be able to sing and control the ribbons attached to her outfit. Tina herself doesn't have any magical ability. She is just fairly athletic for her age, her old age. She's a mature lady, and she grew up on a farm. It's a constant joke that she can easily hog-tie someone in like 2 seconds regardless of her age and appearance. She grew up on a farm, and when she gets angry, her brain switches and her country twang speaking comes out. Other than that, she usually looks very polished and elegant, speaks very eloquently, and prides herself in acting very ladylike. I suppose it's a necessary detail to mention that Tina is a llama. I always forget to mention details like that. I don't really know why. I think it just doesn't... I guess it's not an important detail in my brain. But moving on to Amai, she is a demon character species type, that, yes. She actually acts a little like Tina in the regard of looking very ladylike. Amai is polite and reserved. She doesn't really say much because she actually doesn't talk at all. Except that doesn't mean she can't speak, I guess. It's hard to explain, but here I go. Okay, so Amai actually has magical powers. This has taken me a long time to recognize and realize. And some of it's still very fresh, but she has the demon version of speaking in tongues. I'm not sure if I'm going to classify it as this, but it's the easiest way for me to explain it for now. She has a mouth on her throat that is actually covered by a ribbon the majority of the time, or her just clothes in general. This mouth she can speak out of, but it's never her speaking. Almost like a being inside of her. Like her powers are a separate entity she can control and can't control. The part she can't control is her speech. This only happens in traumatic events. It's not something that just happens whenever. There is a reason to it. The mouth on her neck speaks and has many abilities based of speech. On whatever person it has deemed its enemy, it can remove the ability to speak, control its speech, or use its own speech to affect the enemy. The mouth can summon many mouths around her and in the air, and makes its power grow stronger off that. Amai's powers are completely uncharted once in this territory. She can no longer control this part of herself. It's why she remains calm and reserved. She doesn't want to trigger anything in her to set it off, so she doesn't like to be near people who upset her, which honestly, work. I could use that lesson. Her powers, though, some of them can be controlled through the actual mouth on her face. When she kisses someone, she can use different powers. If she kisses someone on the forehead, she can tell them through thought or images of what she's thinking. If she kisses someone on the lips, she can control the person's body and speech only if the person trusts her enough. This doesn't mean the person gives her consent, it just means that the person has to have some base level of friendship and trust with her. She doesn't ever use any of these powers in a negative way. The abilities she can control, she uses for good, though I will say she can use her abilities in a negative way. She just chooses not to. So I wanted to combine some of these qualities and give Amina the ability to control ribbons on her like a snake charmer. I just thought it was interesting and gives me an easy way to atomize ribbons to her outfit. Also gives a reason to have 2 sets of mouths. Her colors and outfit, like I said, I'm still working on, but overall I am really happy with the progress I have made. We will see in the future more of her magical abilities, but till then, her main thing is just her ribbons, and that's all I have to say for this drawing. Moving on to our next prompt. Prompt 12 is Spellbook, featuring Amani, which I can't believe it's taking me this long to draw him for a prompt. I feel like that's ridiculous and wild, and he deserves so much more. He is one of my most used characters in my sketchbook. He is just one of those characters I like to doodle and explore. I think it's because of the way his features on his face are. I very much dig characters that don't have a nose, where it's just eyes and specific elements that make them their own character, like the horns on him and his eyes and the diamonds. I don't know, there's something that I could just recreate him easily. I don't know why. I just like it. He needs more digital art, so this is a win for getting some art for him. Honestly, this prompt Spellbook just gives me an excuse to draw my sketchbook, which is often used in ways spellbooks are, so yay for that. I love that detail. Amani is a guardian character, meaning his job as a guardian is to guide me and protect the pen and sketchbook I use. There are many guardian characters with different magical abilities, personalities, and jobs. One of his favorite parts of being a guardian is getting to keep track of all my art and history. He likes to study it and interpret it. In case you're curious, Amani is a name which means wishes, desires, aspirations, and dreams to promote peace. He can look into the future and see many paths with his portals he creates using his body. His body is made up of magical matter, which makes his skin look like a galaxy. Amani likes looking through my art and sketchbook because they hold my wishes, desires, aspirations, and dreams. He is fascinated with them, especially because my art holds the visions of the future. I designed all my characters and created them, so their stories as they come to pass are drawn in my sketchbook. Since he has the ability to see into the future, he can use my art to further identify the outcome of whatever he's looking into. I draw him often with items unique to him, such as dream catchers, potions, and he wears necklaces and bracelets inspired by prayer beads. This drawing was a bit of a challenge in colors and shading. I haven't done too many finalized pieces with Amani, so it's just a matter of practice. I feel like I say that with everything, but it's just true. I have a lot of characters, so sometimes I just don't rotate through them enough. Though this drawing has more dramatic lighting featured in it more than my normal drawings, just because I wanted the magic from the sketchbook to be noticeable, of course. That is the movement of the whole piece. I felt myself working sometimes starting with lights to create depth instead of shadows, which I normally use. This art is a good basis for Amani as a character. It showcases him, his magic, and items he is most associated with. Overall, a good, decent drawing. I do see some flaws in it, but nothing that practice won't fix, and that's what this challenge is for, to force myself to practice drawing characters in full rendered pieces, because sometimes I just don't have the priority to, because I'm dumb and I'm stupid, and I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm stupid and I'm dumb. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That is all for this drawing. Not much to say for him. Amani is a quiet soul, doesn't talk so much. I will let the art talk for him. Moving on to our third and last prompt, we have prompt number 13, which is Lantern featuring Froggy. Yes! Yes! If you have watched all of my videos, you would know who Froggy is. But you haven't, have you? He has shown up in at least 4 videos, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I have a lot of characters, and for a character to show up more than twice is a miracle in and of itself. Now, getting into this prompt drawing, this is the fun drawing of the day, okay? No incredible lore or backstory, just a cute little stupid frog sitting in a lantern. Now, you may be asking, Chrissy, why did you stick the poor little guy in a lantern? Well, for one, the grumpy little man deserved it, okay? And 2, if you didn't know anything about Froggy, you need to know this. Froggy glows. He has 2 color palettes, one for the day and one for night. During the nighttime, or anytime he's in a dark place, really, he changes colors and his skin lights up. Also, side note, pretty sure Froggy would be classified closer to a toad than a frog. I don't know, but it doesn't really bother me because the name Froggy is staying. I don't know too much about frogs or toads in the first place. I should ask Katara. Anyway, I designed him because I have a little girl character named Lady. She is my baby, the youngest character I have, so I wanted to give her a little companion like all little princesses do. I didn't want to give her something cutesy because that just doesn't fit her, because she is fascinated with all things and doesn't really deem things as uncute. So I thought giving her a grumpy old toad and her naming it Froggy would be like the cutest thing I could do. Froggy is actually a redesign of a frog adopt I got. It's a small little adopt I had sitting around, and I really liked its colors, so I used that as my starting point. Not to say that they're exactly the same colors now, because they're not. He has turned into something so much more than that, though. He is such a good example of taking an animal and stylizing it. I had no idea how the heck to draw a frog, let alone one in my own style, but after some time I really stuck with it and got something I liked. I can't wait to draw more little companions for my characters, because once a design sticks like this, it is so fun to draw, especially since Froggy's details and shapes are very easy to mimic and draw again and again. I think that's what makes designs like these good. The simplicity of it is so perfect. If you walked away right now and 5 minutes later decided to draw Froggy from memory, you probably would have a good idea of what his general shape was because of the simple design. Honestly, draw a blob and 2 big circles at the top as eyes and you got Froggy. After drawing the last drawing of Amani, I was more interested in working with lighting. The lighting in the last one gave me some practice to nail this one perfectly. Plus, like I said, Froggy has been in quite a few videos, so I have had plenty of practice at drawing him to get something good. Looking at this drawing, I want it so badly as a keychain. Does anyone else feel that way? Because, like, an acrylic keychain, maybe with some glitter on it to mimic the lighting, I love that. Definitely adding that to my to-do list, where it's, look at this hero, mama, it's happening. But that's all I have for this drawing. Froggy is such the perfect little guy, and I wouldn't change him for the world, like, for real. And like I said, we're skipping prompt 14. I don't know if no, I didn't mention that. Yeah. I just tried it and I didn't like the attempt, so. Let me know if you would like more of Froggy. In fact, let me know of any characters of mine you would like to see more of. I do have my toy house linked below in case one of you guys would like to scroll through my characters, and my art shop's on there as well. This is all for the 4th McKween Drawtober video. Let me know which drawing was your favorite. Please let me know if you are doing any art this month or any time at all. I love seeing you guys send stuff in the Discord or to me. It's also cute. I love seeing other people's art. With that being said, we have hit the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around. My watch time hours thank you, and I do too. That's all I have for today. I will see you in the next round of prompts. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord may turn his face towards you and give you peace. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.